feeling like your legs are made of lead, especially as the day goes on. That heavy, tired feeling that makes climbing stairs feel like climbing a mountain, or even just getting up from your chair a bit of an effort. It's a common complaint once we reach our 60s and beyond, and it's easy to just dismiss it as getting old. But what if I told you that while it's common, it's not necessarily an unavoidable part of aging? What if there are often very specific, fixable reasons why your legs feel that way? It's a painful reality for many, that feeling of losing a bit of independence, of things that used to be easy suddenly becoming difficult. But there's a kind of secret here, or perhaps more accurately, a collection of simple truths and practical steps that can make a world of difference. You see, that heavy feeling isn't always just fatigue. It can be related to circulation, muscle health, even things happening elsewhere in your body. In this video, we're going to gently explore some of the most common culprits behind that heavy leg sensation and, more importantly, look at simple, everyday habits and approaches that can help lighten your load, literally and figuratively. We'll talk about how certain movements can help, simple dietary adjustments, and even how staying properly hydrated plays a bigger role than you might think. It's about understanding your body a little better and giving it the gentle support it needs. So, let's dive in and uncover some surprising ways to help your legs feel lighter and more energetic. Watch to the end for something that might truly surprise you about how simple these fixes can be. So, let's start with one of the most significant factors that can contribute to that heavy, dragging feeling in your leg circulation. Think of your circulatory system as the delivery service for your body. Your arteries deliver fresh, oxygen-rich blood and nutrients from your heart down to your legs and feet, and your veins carry the used blood back up to your heart. As we get older, this delivery and pickup service can become a little less efficient. Arteries can stiffen slightly, and the valves in our veins, which are designed to stop blood from flowing backward, can weaken. When these vein valves aren't working quite right, gravity starts to win, and blood can pool in the lower legs and feet. This pooling makes the legs feel heavy, tired, and sometimes even achy or swollen. It's a bit like traffic building up on a highway. Things just aren't flowing smoothly. One of the most powerful yet simple ways to help your circulation, particularly in your legs, is something we all know how to do, but perhaps aren't doing consistently or in the right way: gentle movement. And I mean gentle movement that uses your leg muscles. Your calf and foot muscles act like a second pump for your venous system. Every time you flex your ankle, point your toes, or take a step, those muscles squeeze the veins deep within your legs, helping to push that blood back up towards your heart. This is often called the calf muscle pump. If you spend a lot of time sitting or standing still, this pump isn't working effectively, and that's when the pooling and the heavy feeling can become much worse. So, the first key habit to cultivate is incorporating regular, gentle leg movement throughout your day. And this doesn't mean you have to suddenly start running marathons or spending hours at the gym. Not at all. It's about consistency and gentle activation. Even small movements make a difference. If you're sitting for a while, set a timer for 20-30 minutes. When the timer goes off, simply stand up. Walk around the room for a minute or two. Maybe do a few calf raises by lifting up onto the balls of your feet. Or just flex your ankles up and down 10-15 times. These little breaks are incredibly effective at getting that blood moving again and preventing it from pooling. Consider incorporating short, frequent walks into your routine. Instead of one long walk, maybe do 3 shorter ones. A brisk 10-15 minute walk in the morning, another in the afternoon, and maybe a gentle stroll after dinner. It's not about speed or distance. It's about keeping those legs moving and engaging that muscle pump. Think about how good your legs feel when you've been sitting for a long time and finally stand up and walk a little. That immediate relief is your circulation starting to work better. Making this a regular habit trains your body to keep that flow going more consistently. Another simple movement you can do even while sitting is ankle circles. Just lift your feet slightly off the floor or keep them flat on the floor and gently rotate your ankles in circles. First one way, then the other. Do this for a minute or two. Follow that by flexing your feet, pointing your toes towards your shins, and then pointing them down, like you're pressing a gas pedal. Repeat this flexing motion. These seemingly small movements are powerful because they directly engage the muscles that support healthy circulation in your lower legs. You can do this while watching television, reading, or even while waiting for something to finish cooking. It's about seizing those little opportunities to move. Sometimes, the heavy feeling can also be linked to fluid retention, or edema. This often happens when the circulatory system isn't working optimally, and fluid leaks out of the tiny blood vessels into the surrounding tissues. Gentle movement helps with this too, as it encourages lymphatic drainage, which works alongside the circulatory system to manage fluid in the body. Elevating your legs when you're resting can also be a huge help with fluid retention and that heavy feeling. Simply propping your feet up on a cushion or two while sitting or lying down for 15-20 minutes can allow gravity to assist your veins in bringing fluid and blood back towards your heart. It provides a welcome break for your system. So, the first cornerstone of tackling heavy legs is prioritizing consistent, gentle movement throughout the day. It's not about grueling exercise, but about simple activities like regular short walks, ankle pumps, calf raises, and taking frequent breaks from sitting or standing still. These actions directly support your body's natural ability to keep blood and fluid flowing smoothly, reducing that heavy, congested feeling. Now, while movement is absolutely crucial, there are other factors at play that contribute to how your legs feel, and they involve what you put into your body. Moving beyond just getting the blood flowing better through movement. Another significant contributor to heavy, tired legs, especially as we age, is the health and strength of our muscles. Sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength, is a real phenomenon, and it disproportionately affects our leg muscles because they are constantly working against gravity. When your leg muscles are weaker, even simple tasks like standing or walking require more effort from them. They fatigue faster, and that fatigue can manifest as that heavy, worn-out feeling. Think about trying to lift something heavy with weak arms. It feels much harder and your muscles ache quickly. The same principle applies to your legs. But here's the good news: you can absolutely improve muscle strength and mass, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. It takes consistent effort, but the body is remarkably adaptable. The key is gentle resistance exercises. Again, this doesn't mean lifting heavy weights or doing intense workouts. It means engaging your muscles against some form of resistance to encourage them to stay strong or get stronger. Simple exercises like chair stands are fantastic. Just sit in a sturdy chair and practice standing up slowly without using your hands if possible, and then slowly sitting back down. Start with maybe 5 to 10 repetitions and gradually increase as you feel stronger. This exercise directly works the large muscles in your thighs and glutes, which are essential for walking and stability. Wall sits are another gentle way to build strength. Lean your back against a wall and slide down until your knees are slightly bent, holding the position for a short time. Even holding for 10-15 seconds is a great start. As you get stronger, you can try to slide down a little further or hold for longer. Calf raises, which we touched on for circulation, are also excellent for building strength in those calf muscles. You can do these while holding onto a counter or chair for balance. Slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet. Hold for a second, and then slowly lower back down. Doing a few sets of these regularly will make a noticeable difference in the strength and endurance of your calves. Diet plays a crucial role in supporting muscle health too. Your muscles need building blocks, and those building blocks are primarily protein. Ensuring you get enough protein throughout the day provides your body with the essential amino acids needed to repair and build muscle tissue. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein for muscle synthesis, so the amount we need actually increases compared to younger adults. Aim for a source of protein with each meal. This doesn't have to be complicated. It could be eggs for breakfast, a piece of grilled chicken or fish for lunch, lentils or beans in a soup or stew, or a handful of nuts and seeds as a snack. Dairy products like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese are also excellent protein sources. For example, instead of just having toast for breakfast, add a couple of scrambled eggs or a small container of Greek yogurt. This simple swap provides the protein your muscles need to recover and stay strong. Another dietary factor that impacts how your legs feel is hydration. Dehydration can lead to muscle fatigue and cramping, which can certainly contribute to that heavy, tired sensation. Our bodies are mostly water, and every process, including muscle function and circulation, relies on adequate hydration. Make sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day. Don't wait until you feel thirsty, as thirst is often a sign you're already a little dehydrated. Sip water consistently. Keep a water bottle handy. Herbal teas also count towards your fluid intake, but try to limit sugary drinks or excessive caffeine, as these can sometimes have a dehydrating effect. Think about how stiff and tired things feel when they dry out. Your muscles and tissues are similar. Staying well hydrated helps everything function more smoothly, including the delivery of nutrients and the removal of waste products from your muscles, both of which reduce fatigue and that heavy feeling. Inflammation is another underlying issue that can contribute to discomfort and a feeling of heaviness in the legs. Chronic low-grade inflammation throughout the body can affect blood vessels, muscles, and nerves. While inflammation is a complex topic, certain dietary choices can either fuel it or help to reduce it. Focusing on an anti-inflammatory diet can make a real difference. What does an anti-inflammatory diet look like? It emphasizes whole, unprocessed foods, lots of fruits and vegetables, especially colorful ones, which are packed with antioxidants. Healthy fats like those found in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish like salmon or mackerel are particularly beneficial. Limit processed foods, sugary drinks, excessive amounts of red and processed meats, and refined carbohydrates. Including spices like turmeric and ginger in your cooking can also offer anti-inflammatory benefits. Making these gentle shifts in how you eat supports your body's overall health and can reduce the kind of inflammation that contributes to muscle discomfort and circulatory issues, helping your legs feel lighter and more comfortable over time. So, we've talked about the power of movement, the importance of building and maintaining muscle strength with gentle exercises, making sure you're giving your body enough protein, staying well hydrated, and how choosing anti-inflammatory foods can help. These are fundamental building blocks, and consistently applying them can chip away at that heavy leg feeling. But there's another piece to the puzzle that often gets overlooked, and it relates to how our bodies process energy and manage blood sugar. Now, let's look at another area that can significantly impact how your legs feel, and it's something often connected to modern diet's blood sugar balance. When your blood sugar levels are consistently high, over time, it can damage nerves, a condition called neuropathy, and also damage blood vessels. Nerve damage, particularly in the legs and feet, can cause a range of sensations, including numbness, tingling, burning, and yes, often a feeling of heaviness or fatigue, sometimes described as having heavy boots on. Damaged blood vessels contribute to poor circulation. Circling back to our earlier point about inefficient delivery and pickup services in your legs, managing your blood sugar, even if you don't have diabetes, is incredibly important for long-term leg health. This doesn't necessarily mean drastically cutting out all sugar, but it does mean being mindful of the types of carbohydrates you eat and how they affect your blood sugar levels. Foods high in refined sugars and simple carbohydrates like white bread, pastries, sugary drinks, and many processed snacks cause rapid spikes in blood sugar over time. This puts a strain on your system and contributes to the kind of damage that can affect your nerves and circulation. Focusing on complex carbohydrates that are high in fiber is a much gentler way to fuel your body. Think whole grains like oats, brown rice, and quinoa, along with plenty of vegetables, fruits, and legumes, beans, lentils. Fiber helps slow down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing those sharp spikes and crashes. This leads to more stable energy levels throughout the day and reduces the stress on your circulatory and nervous systems. For example, instead of starting your day with a sugary cereal or a pastry, try a bowl of oatmeal with some berries and nuts. Instead of white rice with dinner, switch to brown rice or add a generous portion of non-starchy vegetables like broccoli or green beans. These choices provide sustained energy without the dramatic blood sugar fluctuations that can contribute to long-term problems in your legs. It's about choosing foods that nourish your body gently rather than overwhelming it. Another important aspect is considering nutrient deficiencies. Sometimes, a lack of certain vitamins or minerals can contribute to muscle weakness, fatigue, or nerve issues, all of which could contribute to heavy legs. For example, deficiencies in B vitamins, magnesium, or potassium can sometimes affect muscle function and nerve signaling. While it's always best to get nutrients from whole foods, Ensuring a balanced diet rich in a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and protein sources is your best defense. If you suspect a deficiency or have specific dietary restrictions, talking to a doctor or a registered dietitian is a good idea. They can help identify any gaps and recommend appropriate strategies, which might include supplements if necessary. But the focus should always be on getting nutrients from food first. Let's also touch on footwear. It might seem simple, but the shoes you wear can have a significant impact on how your legs and feet feel. Shoes that are too tight, too loose, don't offer enough support, or have very high heels can alter your gait, strain your muscles, and impede circulation. Wearing comfortable, well-fitting shoes with good support, especially if you plan on being on your feet or walking, is crucial. Consider shoes with adequate cushioning and a sole that allows your foot to roll naturally when you walk. Compression socks can also be very helpful for some people with heavy legs due to circulation issues. They apply gentle pressure to your legs, helping to support your veins and improve blood flow back towards the heart. They come in different levels of compression, so it's worth discussing with a healthcare professional if they might be right for you and what level of compression is appropriate. Finally, don't underestimate the power of rest and sleep. While movement is essential, your muscles also need time to recover and repair. Pushing yourself too hard without adequate rest can lead to increased fatigue and that heavy feeling. Ensuring you get enough quality sleep allows your body to perform these vital restorative processes. Aim for 7-9 hours of sleep per night and try to maintain a regular sleep schedule. If you're feeling particularly tired, don't be afraid to rest and elevate your legs. Listen to your body. It often tells you what it needs. So, we've layered on a few more crucial pieces managing blood sugar through smart carbohydrate choices, ensuring adequate nutrient intake, considering supportive footwear and potentially compression, and prioritizing rest and sleep. Each of these elements plays a role in the complex picture of why your legs might feel heavy, and addressing them systematically can lead to noticeable improvements. It's about creating a holistic approach to supporting your leg health from multiple angles. So, we've explored several potential reasons behind that feeling of heavy legs that can become more common after 60, and more importantly, we've talked through some practical, gentle steps you can take to address them. We've looked at the vital role of circulation and how consistent, simple movements like short walks, ankle pumps, and leg elevation can make a real difference. We've discussed the importance of maintaining muscle strength through gentle resistance exercises like chair stands and calf raises, emphasizing that it's never too late to build stronger muscles to support your movement and reduce fatigue. We also highlighted how fueling your body with enough protein gives your muscles the building blocks they need. We talked about staying properly hydrated throughout the day to support muscle function and circulation, and how choosing anti-inflammatory foods can help reduce underlying inflammation that might be contributing to discomfort. We also touched on the impact of managing blood sugar through smart food choices to protect nerves and blood vessels, ensuring you get enough essential nutrients, wearing supportive footwear, and the non-negotiable need for adequate rest and quality sleep. Now, I know this might sound like a lot to take in, but please don't feel overwhelmed. The beauty of these strategies is that they are not drastic changes. They are small, manageable adjustments you can weave into your daily life. You don't have to do everything perfectly all at once. Pick 1 or 2 things to focus on first. Maybe start by committing to a short 10-minute walk every day, or making sure you drink an extra glass of water, or adding a protein source to your breakfast. Once that feels comfortable, add another small habit. It's the consistency that counts, not perfection. Think of it as a gentle journey towards supporting your body and helping your legs feel lighter and more energetic. Remember, your body is incredibly resilient and capable of improving, no matter your age. That heavy feeling in your legs isn't necessarily a life sentence or just something you have to live with. By understanding the potential causes and taking simple, consistent action, you can absolutely improve how your legs feel and increase your comfort and mobility. Imagine being able to walk further with less effort, climb stairs more easily, or simply feel lighter on your feet throughout the day. These small changes can make a profound difference in your overall quality of life and your ability to continue doing the things you love. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and taking gentle, consistent steps. You have more control over how your body feels than you might think. So many people just accept this heavy leg feeling as an inevitable part of aging. But by making these simple adjustments, you're actively working to improve your health and well-being. It's an investment in your comfort and independence. I really hope this conversation has shed some light on why your legs might feel heavy and given you some practical ideas for what you can do about it. It's wonderful to connect and share these insights. I'd love to hear about your own experiences. Have you noticed that heavy feeling? Have you tried anything that has helped? Share your thoughts and tips in the comments section below. Your experiences could be incredibly valuable to others watching. If you found this video helpful and encouraging, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more people who might be experiencing similar issues find this information. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. We share lots of practical, gentle tips and advice aimed at helping you feel your best and live your most vibrant life. No matter your age, don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you so much for watching and spending this time with me. Remember, you deserve to feel comfortable and capable in your body. Keep moving gently, nourish yourself well, and listen to what your body needs. You can absolutely work towards lighter, more energetic legs. Live your best life at every age.